Viewers, have you ever noticed that family law is the only place where being the calm, reasonable, mature actually works against you? Think about it. You go into court, calm, child-focused, respectful, and what happens? The judge looks at you like you're hiding bodies under the patio. But the ones screaming, crying, accusations like rice at a wedding, suddenly they're the victim. Mother Teresa in Primark leggings. And the best part? The system encourages it. They literally tell you, don't react, don't argue, stay composed, which is code for make yourself look boring so the narcissist can put on their one-woman West End show. That's the thing about narcissists. They're basically unpaid actors. They don't need truth. They don't need a stage. Courtrooms, social services, WhatsApp groups, PTA meetings, anywhere there's an audience, and boom, they're Daniel Day-Lewis. They'll cry, they'll scream, they'll even faint if it gets some sympathy. Meanwhile, you're there thinking, I only come here to see my kid. I didn't plan on watching Les Miserables. But the genius of it is, if you defend yourself too much, you're controlling. If you stay quiet, you're hiding something. If you breathe, you're intimidating. Honestly, sometimes I think the only way to win is to turn up in a coma. And even then, they'd say you're manipulating the court by not blinking fast enough. See, truth is, dealing with a narcissist in court is like playing chess with a pigeon. Doesn't matter how good you are, the pigeon's going to knock all over all the pieces and shit on the board. Or and probably strut around like they want it. And the judge, he'll probably give the pigeon custody of the kids. Do you ever notice how people treat money like it's monopoly cash until it's time to pay you? Suddenly, they're the economists. Oh, you see, I would pay you, but the liquidity of my assets is compromised by the global downturn in bollocks, mate. You know the IMF. You owe me. The worst ones aren't even the broke ones. Broke ones have shame. They'll mumble. They'll apologise. They'll hand you the £20 coins and cry into their Greg's sausage roll. No. The real problem is the middle class Houdinis. The ones who vanish the moment the bill hits the table. They'll smile, shake your hand, promise the earth, and the second the invoice lands on their desk or in their inbox, gone. Like they've got raptured by a visa. But here is the thing. They don't vanish. Not really. They lurk. You see them posting selfies online, sipping cocktails, banging on about living their best life. Best life. You couldn't even live your own honest life. You owe money, mate. You're not a lifestyle guru. You're a fucking shoplifter with Wi-Fi. And they always think they're clever. They think stiffing someone makes them a genius. Negotiator. No, it doesn't. It makes you a case study in why society collapses. And if everyone did what you're doing, the whole system would grind to a halt. Imagine a world where nobody pays anybody. The dentist gives you £5. Uber driver drops you off 3 streets away. The dealer hands you oregano and says inflation. But no, you've decided that the bills are optional. It's not theft. It's not theft, is it? No, of course not. That's illegal. What you're doing is worse. It's legal cowardice because the law gives you 30 days to pay, but you take 300. And then act like you're the victim. Oh, the invoice was aggressive. Aggressive. It's a piece of paper with numbers. Not bloody pitbull. Here's the excuses. The bloody excuses. They've come in all flavours. My favourite's the I didn't see it excuse. Really? You didn't see it? You saw my WhatsApp message. You saw my Instagram story. You saw the notification that I just uploaded a video taking the piss out of people exactly like you. But somehow, the one email that says pay slips past the supernatural powers of your attention. How incredible. NASA should study you. Then there's a spiritual angle. I don't believe in money. Do you not? How very enlightened. Funny how you only remember your Buddhist principles when the bill's yours. Next time you're hungry, try paying Tesco in Karma. See how far that gets you. It'll get you quite far, the self-checkout, isn't it? Karma, that's quite a good currency. And then the piece de resistance. It's not about the money, it's about the principle. Is it? Which principle is that? The principle of being a prick. Because if it's not about the money, it's just about pay. If it is about the money, just admit you're tight. Stop dressing it up like you're Gandhi on a hunger strike, because it doesn't work. And here's what really happens when you don't pay. You don't just owe cash, you owe respect. And that debt compounds like interest every time you ghost, every time you dodge, every time you trot out something, another excuse, your credibility takes a nosedive. And by the end of that, you're not just a debtor, you're a punchline and the joke everybody tells when they want to explain why trust is dead. And look, I don't even need the money. Not really. You're fine without it. But the principle's simply simple. You asked for something, you got it, you pay for it. That's civilization. Otherwise, what are we doing? Swapping beads and hoping for rain. So that the takeaway. So here's a takeaway from all. If you think not paying makes you smart, it doesn't. It makes you tragic because the bill doesn't go away. It just changes form. One day it's a number on a page, and the next day it's a reputation, and that's the reputation in the gutter. No way or another. Well, you'll always pay in cash or in dignity or in the currency of everyone else knowing you're the punchline and a very long, boring joke. So go on, keep dodging, keep pretending you're invincible, keep pretending you're invisible. But remember this, ghosting an invoice doesn't make you clever, it just makes you Casper, the freeloading bastard. And the only haunting you're doing is to your own reputation. Do you know what I've realised? That life isn't fair. Not in court, not in love, not in money. Fairness is a bedtime story we tell kids before throwing them into the real world run by narcissists, judges with God complexes, and people who think an invoice is a polite suggestion. But here's the thing, unfairness is funny. That's why comedy exists. If life were fair, we'd all be sat in silence, staring at each other with nothing to moan about. The unfair bits, the ex who lies in court, the court that sides with drama, the client who disappears faster than your dad when the child supports you. That's where the jokes live. And maybe that's the trick. You don't win by out-shouting the narcissist. You don't win by begging the court for fairness. And you don't win by chasing every last penny from people who think honor is an optional extra. You win by surviving and laughing at the absurdity while everyone else is still taking themselves far too seriously. Because if you can laugh and you can smile at it all, it shows that you're already free. And freedom in the world, in the end of the world, the only bill worth paying. It's been an hour now since I've ordered my delivery. And where's the drink? Until next time. If you despise this, share it. If you like it, share it. But just share it because YouTube, I think, are shadow banning me or not letting my videos be viewed because I speak truth and people can't handle the truth.